Connecting. Recording.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. How you doing, Katie?
I'm okay. I'm just trying to catch up on my emails while we wait here and stuff. And
Oh.
I know. I know. I feel you. I forgot to ask Susan, do you know if those frames she ordered arrived?
Yes, they did.
Okay,
I picked
good.
them up myself.
Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. And do you guys, well, I guess I can't because we're having another meeting on Friday. Is there anything you need for Saturday since I won't be there?
No, I think she's going to ask for what she needs. I think we're going to, as far as parents are concerned, I think she's going to ask if people have the pop-up tents, and,
Okay.
maybe donate water or something. That's kind of what.
Okay.
But it's, we hope it goes well. She's been working on getting all the posters set up and everything. The kids finally got them in today.
Okay.
So she'll be making those tomorrow, and Susan and I will be there early on Saturday, and we'll just get it all set up.
Okay. Because although we're leaving town, we haven't picked a time yet, but I'm guessing we'll hit the road like 11. If you guys need anything earlier, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Hi,
think you
Jenny.
should worry about it. I think you should just go have a good time.
Okay, thank you. I'm excited Natalie's joining us. We never have her with us to do anything.
Well, it's high time.
Okay.
Mr. Miller is connecting.
Katie, did I hear you're going somewhere? Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm not going to be at the showcase this weekend because it's Marissa's birthday. We told her we'd go up and see her in Flagstaff. So
That'll be really nice. Good for you.
yeah, it'll be nice. Even though she's home for good in 2 weeks, but they're finishing really. What's that?
It's still your baby's birthday, right? Doesn't matter. Mm.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Tired.
Good. Who said tired? Shanda?
Me.
Oh, okay. You're both probably tired, right? Melanie's thumbs up.
Oh no, I was going to say, does that mean Melanie's tired too?
Yep.
So Kristen is not going to be able to join us tonight.
Okay.
And Lisa is at her cabin. So
Okay.
I think she's going to try to jump in if she can, but she definitely has some problems when she tries to get in from her cabin. So,
Okay.
But maybe do we want to just wait another couple minutes?
I didn't see, was there an agenda or are we just kind of winging it?
Well, I have an agenda written down on a sticky right next to me,
Okay.
but usually I send that out to you guys.
That's okay.
But, you know, to be honest, I wasn't expecting a particularly big meeting, and
Okay.
we don't have a ton of things to cover.
Yeah.
So if it's okay, I'll just kind of direct a couple of things when I want someone to talk about something.
No problem.
Yeah. So actually, we'll go ahead and get started. I did not attend the Saguaro Superintendent Town Hall, or whatever the specific name for that event that was yesterday. Was anyone able to attend that? And if so, could you give us a little bit of input on what was discussed?
Actually, I attended. I don't know if anybody else did.
I did virtually.
Yes, I did the virtual too.
Okay, Melanie, go for it.
Okay, I'll go first, and then if you have more to Merrick to say, yeah, I just logged in. It was, I don't know how many people were in the real audience, but it was in the auditorium. So all the principals, at least I think I caught it. I know Mojave, Saguaro, Pueblo. I think the Kiva principal was there as well. I'm not sure if any other principals were there. So they all were there. And the superintendent just, wanted to hear prides of joy. So that was a lot. People spoke about positive things. And of course, MSA came up a lot at Saguaro. The dual language program came up, the athletic program. And then he asked for feedback, and people gave lots of different feedback. So it was like probably half the meeting, talking about the good things, and then question and answer and suggestions. I'm not sure if it was.
I'm so frustrated I missed it. I looked at my calendar this morning and I was like, oh, that was yesterday. So
I think there's some more
to share.
Say that again.
Oh, I asked if Merrick has anything more to share.
No, that was a good summary. I think the only other question that I think kind of stumped people a little bit was, he was like, where will the district be in 10 years? What is your vision for the district? And that's hard. That's a hard question to envision. But I thought it was an interesting question. But I think it was a tough, people had a tough one answering that question.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, and I would say actually there was a lot of pride in those meetings for and just more about promoting the school district, like how amazing they are. And then, also they talked about EBIT, because that's another Saguaro pride point. And the STEAM Navajo was also there, because they did talk about the STEAM program rolling into MSA. So.
Cool. Do you know if it was recorded?
That's a great question.
I'm going to look into that. I'll look into that. And then Shanda, let's be in touch, because maybe if it was recorded, it can go on our Facebook. The link could go on our Facebook page.
The only thing, you can't always hear the speaker when they were passing around the mic. So if it's recorded, there is some feedback. Like I didn't realize that was feedback until probably the third time it happened.
Okay. So
you could only hear, like they couldn't, if they ask a question or it would go in and out, that the mic that was in the audience. So if there's any way to let them know that, if they see it, they didn't say it was recorded, but that doesn't mean it wasn't.
Okay. All right. I will look into that, and then that will go on the Facebook page. And if there's some kind of link or something, I can send it out to the parents as well.
There are more, I believe it's the same idea, town halls. I mean, it won't be the Saguaro one, but I think there are more coming up. So
right,
you could probably always join complexes. Different ones. Yeah. What's that?
But they're for all the different complexes.
Yeah.
Not to be selfish about only wanting to hear about Saguaro, but.
No, but like, for example, those bigger questions of like, where is the district heading in 10
for sure.
Years,
Yep.
So.
Definitely. Okay. So our, the next thing on the agenda is, of course, our big STEAM event that's this Saturday. And maybe Susan, with your beautiful background there, if you could just update us on how things are looking for STEAM.
Well, I think pretty well. Shimana just came in today after school, and we walked through, and she's helping with all the performances on the stage. Theater improv came after school and kind of walked through how they could interact with the robot and do a little interactive several times, maybe like 20 minutes at a time, do it several times. And we walked through the flow, how we're going to have people enter. It's going to be about signage everywhere. I'm working on the posters. I finally have everyone's poster, but 2 need revisions. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yes, at this late hour, it could be better. So I have not. I'm going to go talk to Miss Peacock tomorrow and see what I can do to help her out. Also, we're getting some student volunteers and MC to introduce the different acts on the stage. If we have any parent volunteers, I mean, we can never have enough volunteers, so that would be wonderful. We would like to have more pop-up tents, 10 by 10 pop-up tents. If anyone has a tent they would like to loan us. And also we were going to see if the boosters would be interested in providing some water for the event and maybe some snacks for just some small snacks for the volunteers. You know, maybe just a package of nuts or something, nothing really big, energy bar or something. Not lunch because we planned it around lunch from 1 to 3:30. But if people come in early to help out.
So in terms of, just so I have a good idea of the amount of things, do you want to have, so snacks, obviously just for the volunteers that are there early, but do you want to have water for everybody who's visiting? Like, do you want
I don't
to get?
What do y'all think?
It's kind of hot at that time, you know.
I think so too.
We went out there and we stood outside, and if they're standing there in the sun listening, it might be hot.
Okay, so what do you think, like 100 waters?
Yep, probably 3 or 4 flats from Costco. You know, what are they? You know, $3.50 at Costco.
Yeah.
So if you get $15 worth of water there, you'd probably have enough.
And can we figure out a way to have people bring them cold? Like I could probably fit 2 flats in my garage refrigerator and bring them cold. I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
We have a refrigerator at school now. So if somebody sent a flat, we could put it in that refrigerator. It's a industrial refrigerator that we have there now for the kids, but it's also for events. So we can put water in that and it'll get very cold.
So if we brought water to school on like Thursday or Friday with a little sticky on it that said
It'll be cold.
event, it would be put in there. And do you need any kind of like tubs or anything like that to put the water out in, or do you just want to set it on a table? Or I just want to make sure that we bring whatever you need.
We have some coolers, and so what I thought we'd do is just take and throw the waters in the coolers and then just throw our snowball ice on top of them and then just leave them propped open and let people grab a water when they need it.
Okay, so then all you need is the waters and then snacks. So how about just like granola bars and like what are you thinking for the helpers? Do you want me to get some Einstein's bagels? Do you want me to bring just the little individual things of goldfish?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Just individual packages of something for the kids. Okay. Kids just love food. And also we also need a couple rolls of 2-inch painter's tape to mark off arrows, etc.
Okay. What time do you want the snacks there?
Anytime.
But like
I will be there at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. So sometime in the morning. Okay.
After 8.
Okay.
What time do you want helpers, volunteers, if we're coming to help you? When would you like everyone to be there?
Gosh, I don't know.
You can let us know or get back to us. Just thought I'd ask.
Can people do a thumbs up on their screen if they are available to help on Saturday? That way we can get a solid idea of how many parent volunteers that we have that are on this call. Shanda.
Okay. Me and Mel. Okay.
So if we have pop-up tents, I mean,
I'll be
that'll
there.
take
I have
probably,
pop tent.
that'll probably take an hour to put up all the pop-up tents at the most. And then we have the panels. But we are hiring the custodians. So they should be around to help too.
How many parents do you think that you need to kind of direct where everybody's going and be there throughout the event to help with that?
I don't know, maybe 10.
10, okay. And
We have 10, we're shooting for 10 to 15 kids and.
Okay, so we need a lot more parents. So let me.
Couple questions. The tents, do we know if it's going to be windy or do we have sandbags and stuff?
We have some sandbags.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be breezy, not windy, but it's only supposed to be like 84 degrees.
Yeah,
Also.
it's supposed to be better.
Supposed to be nice.
I can probably go tomorrow and pick up, I don't know if I'll have time to go to Costco, but I can run and get, if you want, like, and just use the MSA credit card and get the water and some snacks and tape from Walmart. I mean, I know it's probably not quite as good a deal as Costco, but whatever. If we want to just do one and done.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank
So let's see, Chris, so I'll get like 4 things of water, 2-inch painter's tape.
Yeah.
You said the 2-inch? Okay,
Yeah.
let me write that down. And then
2 to
snacks
3
for
rolls.
about how many people?
I don't know, we're just the volunteers, so.
Just the volunteers.
There'll be maybe 20 volunteers.
Okay.
Okay, will we
Okay.
have, Susan, will we have any teachers that will be attending that would be available to, count as one of the adult volunteers that you want, or do you need 10 parents?
I haven't gotten any confirmations from teachers except Ray Miller.
Yeah, the 3 of us will be there.
Right. I didn't know if there were any other teachers that were, going to come see it and help out or not. So it sounds like we need 10 adults. So we'll work on that this week.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Anything else about STEAM? Okay.
Nope.
Oh,
But
yes,
think
I
it's
did
gonna
have
be
a
fun.
question.
Okay.
I did have a question. So you said you've hired custodians. Is that something then that MSA pays for? Like, I know when we've done PTO, okay. So just, I guess, will the district bill us?
No, we're taking it out of the MSA school account.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Were we able to get it out of tax credit?
Yes, she said that was okay.
Nice.
So MSA tax credit. It's like,
Right, okay,
it's like $200.
okay. Yep, just checking.
Okay, so just a little bit of news on the Cyber Patriot front, since I know that Lisa was concerned that she might not have a swift enough connection to be able to update. Everything's going fantastic, and I think the point to be made tonight that's most important is that the cyber camps have been scheduled. So there are dates that hopefully Shanda can go into the minutes that I have here as a screenshot. So the Cyber Patriot Introduction Camp, which is the extended version, which I think really would be amazing, particularly for the incoming kids. Or even the kids that didn't get an opportunity to meet a lot of other students this year going into their sophomore year. That's going to be 7 days, and I believe that there's going to be a little bit more social kind of events in those extra 2 days. So that is going to be June 10th through June 18th. So that's the 7-day Cyber Patriot Camp. Then the 5-day Cyber Patriot Camp for intro, once again, is going to be June 21st through 25th. So it's just the Monday through Friday. And if it's like last year, those days are it's a half day camp. So it's like 8 to noon or something like that. Is that right, Lisa? Yes. Okay.
This is
Except
all,
I think it went maybe a little bit longer on our competition day, but other than that.
They went way longer than that last summer.
Did it go till 2?
I was thinking it went to 2 or 4. I don't
I think it
remember.
was 4 hours. I do.
Really? Okay.
Maybe we started at 9.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and speak on this, and apologies for the lag. But one of the things the instructors are trying to do is to shorten the days a little bit, especially with that extended camp, because they know it was a very long day. They had a lot of material that they had to cover, and they ran over every day. So they're trying very intentionally to cut it back a little bit. It'll probably be about 4 hours a day, I think. I told them they might want to think more 4.5 hours realistically, because the kids get so involved in so many things. But yeah, the extended camp, I'm guessing 4.5 hours. The regular camp, probably 4 to 4.5-ish. I really don't have a feel for the advanced yet, but I don't think it would be more than that.
Yeah, so I think
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Scheduled for 4 hours. But you're right, Susan, it was going about 5 hours every time because everybody was always rolling over. So yes, I remember that. So then the advanced camp, so basically for students who have done any kind of Cyber Patriot before, whether it was the camp last summer or the Cyber Patriot Club this year, that is in July, and that's July 19th through the 23rd. So there's that on the Cyber Patriot front. Fundraiser updates. Melanie, I'll turn this over to you to talk about Lucy's and talk about tomorrow at Panda Express. And then if you want to also talk about Sonic and Bash's cards, you can do that. Or if you want to turn it over to Katie to talk a little bit more about the Bash's cards, you can do that too.
Okay, mark your calendars. Tomorrow is Panda Express. It's the one off of Indian Bend, close to Pima. And we're really excited. It's from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And there's online orders too. But you need to mention MSA. And for the online orders, there is a code. I have to pull that code up. I'll put it in the chat by the end of the program.
I have it. I put it on Facebook too.
Oh, thank you. Can you put it in the chat, Shanda?
Yeah.
And it should have gone out on the flyer yesterday with the reminder of this meeting. There was a flyer attached.
I think that's for the online orders. If you drive through, I think you just
Yep, I got it. I'll put it in right now.
A question about that somebody who is more technology enabled might be able to help me. Sometimes I have trouble uploading these flyers to Facebook. Like I tried downloading it from the way Susan sent it. I tried downloading it from the way Ashley sent it. I tried on my desktop. I tried on my phone, and like it won't upload to Facebook.
Do you have a link?
Doing wrong.
Katie, do you have the link? Because you can just upload the link. You just cut and paste it into your post.
Was the link sent out or just the flyer itself?
The link, and we have a link as well. But
okay,
I think
because I wanted to put
it.
I wanted to put it on my personal Facebook.
Yeah.
To capture.
I can share it with you that way, Katie, if you want.
Okay.
Or from the MSA, I can share it. Yeah, from the MSA to you, and then we can send it to everybody.
Okay, thank you.
And Katie, is that the one that I attached yesterday?
What's that?
Is that the one that I attached yesterday?
Let me go back and look.
Because I didn't really understand before that I had to convert everything from a Google Doc. But yesterday I definitely did. I changed it to a PDF. I have a little bit of a struggles with the computer.
Yeah, and that's where
I changed it to PDF and I saved it on my desktop, and the PDF is what I actually attached. So I felt like that people would not have a difficult time opening it, but let me know.
It works. I think it's just the Facebook upload that's weird, because sometimes if I'm doing it from my phone, I'll screenshot it and I'll upload it to Facebook that way, Katie.
Okay, that's
so
smart.
the format's fine in the email. It's just when we're putting it on Facebook, depending on if your computer or phone. Yeah. that's where it's getting tricky.
But yes, Ashley, I think I run into the problem when stuff is emailed as a Google Doc. That's
Yeah.
where I run into it because I've had issues with that for other reasons too.
Yeah.
And
So I'll try to make sure now that I understand it to save things as a PDF.
okay.
But that
And-
might have been a problem on the Steam flyer that Susan, that you sent out. Are you using Google?
That did not come out the right format
Miss
for me
Lindbergh?
anyway.
I think I sent it out as a PDF because it was made on Illustrator
Okay.
and then turned into a PDF.
Yeah, I had a hard time seeing that too. So, okay.
And the link is in the chat too for the our link for Panda Express as well.
Okay.
Website. So you could just click on that as well.
So Panda Express tomorrow, and then Lucy's was a huge hit last month.
Yeah.
So thanks for setting that up, Mel.
Yeah, and Ashley, in your text that it was like, was that the total amount or was that?
I think we made $350. And
That's
Katie,
great.
I have the check right here, and I'll give it to you on
On
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really great. I think extending the fundraisers all day, if we're going to be doing that with Fired Pie, I think it's May 12th. I have to look back at the date real quick. But that they'll do it on the Wednesday because it's a half day. So then we can encourage students to go there after school
Yeah.
For
and
sure.
families. Yeah. So I'm excited. And then at the Steam Day, we are selling Sonic cards. They're $5 each, and they're just coupons, like buy one, get one. And I'll run and get one and show you guys so you can see it while you guys move on to the next thing, but I'll run and get one real
So
quick.
it's basically you buy a $5 Sonic card and you get $10 worth of Sonic food, or?
Get more. I'll show it. I got to go grab it so you guys can see it in a sec. But
Katie,
you
do
guys
you
can
want to
move on.
mention the Bashes card?
So
Grabbing that?
I got in touch with Bashas and I'm waiting for them to email me that the card, like I have to go pick them up from a Bashas, but they should be here one day this week. And I bought a bunch of $10 Bashas cards, and they're the reloadable kind. So basically, like I have one, if I go and reload it with $100, MSA gets $6. So it's 6%, which is actually a higher percentage than like fries and all of those. So that's nice. But actually, speaking of fries, our last quarter's check, I haven't gotten it, but I got the email about it, was like over double, I think, what the previous one was, which is nice. I don't know how to get more people to sign up though. I mean, I've put it on Facebook. We only have 15 families with
Wow.
their cards connected to Fry's. It tells me how many are connected. I don't know if it's because, you know, a lot of people also have their kids in sports and they're supporting sports or PTO. You know, people have, I don't want to say divided loyalties because that
Yeah, I
sounds
think that's
kind
true.
of aggressive, but you know, it's, but anyway, that stuff all really does add up, and we did well the last quarter, and hopefully at least people are doing it somewhere. So somebody's benefiting from it, right? But so yeah, I'll
and
have the
maybe we
Bashas
just want to work
cards.
on. I mean, I'm guilty of what you're talking about. To be honest, I mean, I shop at Fry's, and we support a school in Haiti with an organization that I've been involved in for a long time. But I've been thinking, oh, I should tell my parents, and I should tell my brothers. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure my parents aren't connected to anyone, and my
Yeah.
dad goes to Fry's. So
Yeah,
maybe that's
Yeah.
the way to do it, because you're right. People have a lot of things that they're passionate about or they're
Mhm.
interested in. But they probably also have family members that just don't know how to sit down with their card and set it up like that. Same thing with
Yeah.
Amazon File.
but yeah, so I'll have those Bashas cards. I'll bring them on Friday since I won't be there, and then I can give them to, I don't know if Melanie's going to sell them since she'll have the Sonic cards. And I know last time you were struggling with following, with understanding like the Zelle and stuff, but I know Shanda can help you. Really, if people want to pay through Zelle or PayPal, all they need to do is look on their app, put in our email account, and they can just Zelle us the money or PayPal us the money. So it should be pretty simple.
Thank you.
Great. I'll show you the Sonic card real quick.
Yeah.
So these cost $5. This is a flat donation. We have 100 cards. We'll make 500 if we sell. And then it's like a buy one cheeseburger, get one free, a Wacky Pack Kids meal, $1.99 right there. I think it's worth it right there. Burritos, 99 cents, large drink, 99 cents. So it's those little things.
Okay.
So we have 100 of those.
Okay, those might be something, I mean, for me, I would buy those and donate to the school for the, what do they call those the rewards that they
Headstrong.
get?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that they're always looking for. So just a thought there. So
Yeah. Oh, great. Great. Well, I'll be hitting you up after Steam Day.
you can count on me. Okay, so I just want to back up real quick to a comment that Lisa made here about the cyber camps. She was saying that they're going to be awesome and tons of fun, and she's seen what the instructors are putting together, and it's great that Northrop Grumman is funding our camps, so the kids are going to be able to do these camps for free. And normally they cost $300 to $400 a week per student. So the fact that the kids have the ability to take these camps and have this experience and learn a lot, I think is really exciting. So please look into this. So if people would like more information on these camps, Ms. Lindberg and Lisa, how is this information being dispersed? I mean, is it just going out to the whole MSA? If there's anybody on this chat right now, put your name in and I'll, make sure you get information, but how are we sharing this information with families and with our incoming students?
Hasn't happened yet.
Okay. So there hasn't been a plan, but we'll get together and figure out how to best share it. Like I was telling Lisa, I remember last year, I'd reached out to families that expressed an interest, but, we'll talk about that maybe at our board meeting on Friday and figure it out.
I will get together with Lisa and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, Ashley,
Yes.
the only reason that we haven't done anything yet is we didn't have the dates. Now that we know as of this weekend the dates that we're going to run the camps, I'm in the midst of putting flyers together and so on. So there'll be quite a blast of information going out.
Awesome.
Our kids will get the first chance, but then we will blow it out to the district and then we will blow it out to other districts. So the families that are interested within the MSA should get themselves signed up so that they don't lose a place in line.
Okay. That sounds great. Thank you so much for all your hard work on this, Lisa and Ms. Lindberg. I know it's been very time consuming, but it'll be definitely worthwhile for our students. So thank you very much.
It's all Lisa so far.
Lisa has like a full-time job of being the Cyber Patriot guru.
Yep.
Okay, and then the last thing that I wanted to discuss, and then anybody that has any kind of questions or matters that they want to discuss, bring it up, is our board for 2021. I just cannot believe it's almost May. So, we're kind of looking forward into next year and figuring out who's still interested in having a position on the board. And if there's people out there that, have gotten more involved in MSA or would like to get more involved in MSA, please let us know and we can go to coffee or something and sit down and talk about, not that you want a board position, but maybe there's a certain event that you want to help out with or a certain way that you want to, try to be part of our team that's from a parent perspective, trying to having everything run smoothly and support the students the best we can. So we're definitely looking forward into, we've got, in terms of the board positions, this year we have our new position is event coordinator, which is Melanie. And I think that has been, Melanie's done a great job. And I think it's really paid off because we've had some very successful fundraisers and events. So, and then of course we have treasurer and secretary and vice president and president. And I'll just say that, this is a fantastic group of people and we have a good time working together. And, like I said, anybody who's interested on any level, not necessarily even a board position, but that just wants to get a little bit more involved in our booster club and help us support the students and the teachers, we would love it. So Does anyone else have anything to add?
We love you guys.
Thank you, and we love you.
Let me,
You know,
let me just let you know of a few things that are going on before we finish here. And
Perfect. Thank you.
first of all, we're currently just finishing up with our seniors, so we're doing all the documentation check with our seniors. So we're almost, I'm almost done with that. And we have 20 students who will graduate and 2 commended scholars. And so that's coming along well. And next week we'll begin with working with our juniors on trying to make sure that they have internships and field experiences for this coming up summer. Some of them have applied for things, and some of them I already have stuff for, but I'll be contacting all of them. Mrs. Lindbergh is currently working on an event for the end of the year, right before finals, for freshmen and sophomores, a study event and fun also on a Saturday. And so, and the Innovation Center is coming along, and we got a grant from the SUSD Foundation, so that next year we'll have 4th graders from Pueblo coming over to do the makerspace. Really, it's the Camp Invention Makerspace thing. And so that program will be going. We also heard from the foundation that they are going to give us more money for the Innovation Center. So that's all positive. Just soon as Susan's done with the STEAM event, then we'll start looking at setting up the graduation. We already know the time and the date, but Susan and I will work hard on that. Ray's been doing a lot of work. We have quite a few cohort students, not as many as in the past. So I believe people are still a little hesitant to move their children. But what are we up to now, Ray? You're muted.
I know, and I'm not sharing my screen, and that's all I get all day. Right now we're at 68.
So, we're hoping to get to at least 80. We typically get another dozen or so during the summer. Still touring, they're still coming in and touring. And so we're hoping to open up with about 80. Last year we had 103, but then we only opened up with about 80 because a lot of them backed out at the last minute, stayed in the schools that they were in. So that's kind of the summary from the what we're doing, Susan, myself, and Ray.
Thank you. Sorry, I was having a hard time unmuting myself and getting my video working. So, okay, let's see. So there's a question about the drop last year was primarily due to COVID, which is that correct? And it sounds like yes. Yes, okay. Does anybody else have any questions or topics they would like to discuss? Mr. Brandt, Mr. Miller, and Ms. Lindbergh, I referenced a board meeting on Friday earlier in this hour. That's only us parents. We're doing our first in-person little get together to talk about next year in person since this year. So so when I did mention that, don't think, oh, I don't have that on my calendar. So we're going to get together at my house on Friday evening. So okay, nothing else. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone at the STEAM event and all the students as well. My girls will be there and I will be there helping, and I will, it sounds like Calvin's gonna be able to be a parent volunteer as well. And I think Kristen has committed to being there, and obviously Sumana's gonna be there, and Shanda and Melanie and myself. So We're only a couple people away from hitting 10. So I will reach out to a couple people this week and we'll try to make sure we have plenty of support.
And we're still looking for any student who wants to display their creative side or do a performance on the stage. Sydney Lowry's going to sing.
Yeah,
So
awesome.
that's fun. We have 3 singers, some
Is-
choir.
Is Sophia Will singing?
But she hasn't said so yet.
Well, I'm going to ask Kristen about that one because I know she said, oh, Sophia would love to sing. Okay.
Brody will come help, but he's not performing anything. Just
He's not
putting
going
it
to
out there.
sing. Brody is not going to sing on the
Run him
stage.
up on the stage and say,
That
Make
kind of
it work.
ended, I think the solos and choir kind of ended in middle school for him. So yeah, he'll be there to help. He can do heavy
maybe he can get up on
lifting.
stage and swing his baseball bat.
There you go. Yeah.
So. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for your time. And we'll see most of you I'll see some of you on Friday, and we'll see most of you on Saturday.
Okay.
Take care,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
When should, let's
Don't
see.
forget tomorrow.
I'm gonna pick up
Panda Express.
the snacks and the painter's tape and the water tomorrow. I can't really drop stuff off during the school day unless I get it early enough tomorrow. Thursday, Chris, you're there late for robotics.
Thursday we'll be there, yeah, until.
Okay, so I can bring it over maybe Thursday when I get off work.
That sounds great.
So I'll be there by
Sure.
4 at the latest. Okay.
Ring the doorbell.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have a doorbell now. Yeah, I know. Very cool. Okay,
Thank you.
thanks. Bye.
Thanks, bye.